Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you're watching me from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you're watching me from. Savior 92, I believe so much, like I said, I believe so much in you, and I believe uh, what God has destined to achieve through you will come to full manifestation. I thank you for this wonderful opportunity to share with you uh, longevity factors. Longevity factors. I know precisely that this group is good to go. This group is good to go. So I want you to keep on believing in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't allow anything to affect your uh, self-esteem. And I hope that this wonderful principle will not only make you to be ahead spiritually, solically, physically, but also it will transcend to national and also international level. It's a unique principle. There's a relationship between public health, clinical psychology, biochemistry, and nutrition. Harnessing this relationship, simplifying it to be very, very applicable in our daily life, has a way of skyrocketing your health, your wellness, and also longevity. So I just want to present to you these few principles, which I believe strongly that when you put it into work, most of the principle has been, you know, condensed into practical mindset that someone can integrate and he will get immediate results. You know that most of the biochemical reaction in our system that can cause negative effect and positive effect, they are vast. That's why we say our physical body is the highest industry in the whole world, production industry in the whole world. So wonderful, so powerful. So, but it's a function of knowing the right thing and doing the right thing. And sometimes, even when we know, we ignore them. It's important we put into work what we know and make it a habit. Something like thyroid gland, insulin, or melatonin. There are different types of hormone, endorphins, um, somatopause, estrogen, different types of hormones that can promote our immune system, our cellular uh, health, tissues, organ, and so on and so forth. But all these things can be produced in quantity and they have vast uh, advantage, vast advantage when you actually unlock the level of such hormones in your system and maximize them the way they are supposed to be in your system. So, and that's why we say when we think positive thoughts in the right way, we will have a positive result in our emotions and also the biochemistry of our physical body. So it has a lot to do in our physical body. So okay, so briefly, let's just dive in. Uh, Having said that, there's a relationship between these four fields: nutrition, public health. Uh, like I said, having said there's a relationship between these four fields: public health, nutrition, biochemistry, and clinical psychology. Uh, like I say, we can harness them and simplify it so that easily it can be easily applied in our daily life so that we can get the best result. First of all, you have been through a lot in life. It should not cause trauma. All the bitter experiences you have in life should not cause trauma. It should cause you to be a source of healing to others. Your story, your history should be a source of um, the habit that you have formed that will take you to the next destiny, the next level of your destiny. It should be a source of healing to others, a source of emotional healing, spiritual healing, even physical healing, and so on and so forth, depending on how you maximize them. All your bitter experiences. Let's just use this metaphor. Bitter leaf, when you chew it raw, it can be detestable, but when you know, refine it, it can be a source of uh, sweet soup. So all your bitter experiences can be a testimony when you understand some things, especially how to interpret some of those experiences by the help of God also, you know. So it can be a source of healing to our world. Your stories can be, harnessed, depending on the way you interpret them, can be source of healing to our world. All right, when the Spirit of God brood on it, and then you have a kind of high level of light upon your life. All right, so I made mention of affection. It can be activated when you feel a kind of discomfort from people that you are leading or children and so on and so forth. Any form of any level of leadership, you know, level of leadership. It is important to learn how to easily activate affection. When you see that you're feeling, you have been attacked with the feelings of discomfort when people are around you. Okay, so another attack, emotional attack, we used to have when um, we, especially when we are doing something that we've not done before, also, or something that is a little bit scary, is fear. Fear. Some people have a lot of fear: fear of death, fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of um, poverty, fear of sickness, and so on and so forth. But you can form a habit of activating gratitude, attitude of gratitude, mental attitude. It's also good you mix it together with some action that connotes gratitude. You might be nodding your head, you might be dancing, you might be singing, anything you can do to show that you are very grateful to God. Uh, in any area, it has a way of eliminating fear. Fear. Most of these things have been discussed several times by a lot of psychologists, and I love the way Tony Robbins brought it out. He really brought it out, even though there are other things that I was able to discover by applying them with the help of God. So, what I'm trying to do is to make it in such a way that you can easily put it into work and get results as a great leader for our own time. All right, so you can put it to work as a great leader of our own time. So another attack we used to have is the emotional kind of hurt. When you are hurt by someone, you can eliminate it with curiosity. You just develop the ability to ask question or just be curious about, okay, why do you say that, why did you do that, what are you trying, just that psychology of curiosity alone has a way of eliminating a lot of hurt. And then the action, when you get result, you see that 90.9% of the reason why we are hurt by someone, they are just fallacy. They don't have any base. So it's very important you develop a habit of curiosity. Is children that have that kind of habit, instinct. They are curious, and I used the concept of drama that are so powerful to keep you in suspense. You want to know what's the next thing, what's the next thing. It's so entertaining, it's so entertaining. Okay, and it's also important we talk about there's another emotional attack that is very, very common in our world today. It's very, very common. It's becoming so common that because people think sometimes people interpret it as energy, but they don't even know how to convert it to positive energy. They even increase it. We call it anger. Anger has a level a little bit higher than hurt. because it's provocative. It can make you to, launch verbal abuse or physical abuse, but you can convert it to passion. You know, you can do some things with excitement. These things are things that lead you to your calling, to your purpose in life. So when you see things, so another emotional attack we used to have is frustration. Sometimes we might be frustrated in certain areas of our lives, and the mindset that you can also form as a habit to always eliminate frustration is a mindset of determination. Determination, frustration can make someone insane, can induce insanity. Like I said, anger can also cause cancer. A lot of people that has cancer have been, you know, recorded with anger issue. Frustration can also cause insanity. When you go there, it doesn't work, there it doesn't work, things, can be frustrated. The psychology, the mindset of determination has a way of eliminating frustration. That mindset alone, it can even make you to be adventurous. I know it's so entertaining to be adventurous. Even in trying to understand what God is saying, determination is also key. It's all right. It's okay. So now we also look at emotions of disappointment when someone is disappointed. It can be so devastating. In fact, a lot of suicide cases, is always attached to, heavy disappointment. But the key word is flexibility. Have a mindset of, being flexible. Flexibility is the key word. And when there's a Igbo adage that, goes, ụzọ esi ọ bụghị ofu ụzọ ka esi eje Ọnịcha. So there are many ways to achieve, a particular goal. So that mindset of flexibility is very, very important. If you didn't go this way is possible. When one door opens, when one door closes, more doors open. It's all right. So we can stop here. We can stop here. There are so many other wonderful mindsets you can integrate, like cheerfulness, mindset of unity. It has a way of eliminating loneliness. Mindset of vitality. When people are tired, they tend to have some emotional attack. But as long as you're breathing, no matter how tired you are, you have powerful energy. You are not a meat. You are just massive energy vibrating. So you can dispense energy, you can radiate energy till you get your goal, completed. So don't allow tiredness to become emotional attack to you, because everyone is endowed with wonderful energy for tenacity until you get to where your destination is, so that you can also rest. It's a thing of the mind. So many things to talk about, but if you can interpret every event positively and have a positive, mindset, it has a way of converting every bitter experiences you had, sort of making it a trauma and make it source of healing, and also the things you're passing through currently can become a source of, testimony, a source of joy to you. Wonderful experience, depending on your interpretation. So I've been encouraging a lot of people, instead of resorting to drugs, to handle trauma or handle things, resort to presence of God, spending time in God's presence, resort to counseling, resort to um, healthy food, um, healthy food, healthy relationship, healthy events that can change your approach to things. These are things you can do to help you maximize your purpose. Instead of getting into trauma, you get into the purpose proper. All right. I want to use this opportunity to encourage those who have been helping to bring people out of addiction. Addiction is a noble job, it's a noble work. And I want you to know that we are here. You can get my number. We are here to help you. You can get my number 07066171663. 07066171663. We are here to help. No matter the level of addiction, no matter where the person has gone to, we are here to help. So I want to thank you for this wonderful opportunity to partner with you. Savior 92, I really believe so much in you. And I know that the purpose why God has connected us together will be made fully manifest by God's grace. We are here. We are still um, uh, servants of servants. I believe strongly that with this relationship, no type of challenge we have in Africa will be unsurmountable. And just know that we are already solving the highest level of problem. If you look at the way Fulani used to penetrate every community, one of the things they use to pollute every community is drug. They pollute the youth with money, with drugs. They start behaving. You start hearing news that is unbelievable. Yesterday, we got a news of someone slaughtering a woman. I don't know if it's the mother or the wife, but that's the effect of drugs. And in our record, that village, that community has been mapped for Islamization. So it has been one of the strategies that they use when they pollute the youth with drugs, with money, the kings and all some of the village elders with money and sheep, or what is it called, meat, uh, cow. You know, the next thing is to look for problems and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, is an organogram. In fact, the first step is to pollute the community with drugs, another money, another, motivating them to go into idol worship, teaching them some fetish things, and they see how those things work as they work with those evil spirits. They see how, fake productive they could become in their business and so on and so forth. So a lot of people key in into that.